Hey everyone who's watching this video. Um, so earlier today I recorded a video that was very emotional for me. I'll be attaching it at the end of this short clip. I've calmed down now. I wasn't really hysterical. I was just very emotional earlier today. I was called to Micah's school again. And each time I go, it gets a little harder for me. Micah may or may not have Asperger's or high functioning autism, and truthfully, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just living this thing day by day, trying to figure out what to do and how my child works. In 2 weeks, we are taking him for a diagnostic test. They're doing the full autism spectrum testing. They're doing a psychiatric evaluation, and I think they're doing a third round of testing, but I have honestly forgotten. I basically just signed up for everything. I said, whatever it is you test for, do it all. Do all of it. Because personally, I'm tired of going to the school and being treated like I'm just a bad mom. It's hard enough when your child has issues, and it is just that much harder when you feel like the people who are supposed to be in your support group for your child are judging you. I will say they've gotten better. Preschool and kindergarten were rough. I sincerely considered homeschooling Micah this year. He's in first grade this year, and I really didn't want to send him back. But I'll do more videos on that later. But anyways, let's go ahead and go watch me cry on camera. All right. So I'm doing a video right now because I'm sitting outside of Micah's school. I don't like to cry in front of people, but I'm making this video because this is like, I don't know, the 100th time this year I've had to go up to the school to either pick him up or talk to him or walk him to some isolation classroom because he can't control his temper, or he's doing something disruptive or whatever. And it just gets harder every time I have to come up here because I don't know what's wrong with him. And it just seems like every time I come, I get all these looks like I'm some kind of bad mom. And I'm doing everything that I can do. I mean, I've always known that something was different, but I didn't know what. And now for the 3 years that he's been in school, it's just been constant, like, suspension and, oh, put him on medicine, oh, do this, oh, do that. In 2 weeks, I'm taking Micah to get his diagnostic test to see if maybe he does have autism. And normally I've been doing some reading, and I've been watching videos, and I've been trying to change the way that I do things. I try to make jokes about some of the things he does just to make light of the situation and make things fun or funny. And it's not even like he's not even that bad. He's not. He's able to, be in a normal classroom. It's not like he needs that much special attention, but I feel like it makes it harder because when you do look at him, or when teachers do look at him, he just looks normal. He seems normal. I mean, I remember before having Micah, and when he was younger, I used to always say that I would never be one of those moms whose kid doesn't know how to act. And I know you guys have seen the videos of the mother, father, whatever, and the kid is on the ground and they're kicking and screaming, and you read the comments and it's like, oh, why don't you just spank that child? Why don't you just, all they need is a belt, and all they need is this and that. And I used to be one of those people, because I just knew that I would never have a kid like that, and my parenting would be better or whatever. And now I have one of those kids. I have one of those kids that looks normal if you don't know what you're looking for. So when he throws a tantrum or he's destroying this classroom, it's not about whether or not he needs to be spanked or whatever. Like this time I get called, he was throwing a fit because he go to the bathroom. He had to go to the bathroom. That's what he's throwing a fit over. His teacher told him he could go after he did his work. For whatever reason, it didn't register with him. It doesn't register with him. I do the same thing with him. You can do this if you do this thing first. And it doesn't even work at home. So now at school, she says you can go to the bathroom if you do your work first. Apparently, he wasn't doing his work. So next thing you know, he's now throwing a tantrum, which turns to a meltdown. They call me. I can hear him screaming in the background. I go pick him up, or I go to the school, I go to the classroom, I tell him to come here. He's doing the little dance in the hallway, holding himself. I say, Micah, what's wrong? I have to go to the bathroom. And honestly, normally I would be like, Micah, that's not a reason to throw a fit. But, I'm trying, I'm trying to learn how this thing works. I'm trying to learn what it means to have autism, what it means to have Asperger's or to be autistic. I'm trying to learn, and I'm trying to take a step back to these little things that I wouldn't think are a big deal. Like you're screaming in the classroom and you're throwing things because you have to go to the bathroom. So then I go, I probably wasn't supposed to. I walked him down to the bathroom because it seemed like an easy solution. I drove all the way up here. He's already calm. I'm just going to walk him to the bathroom and walk him back. And then, understandably, I know his teacher is probably frustrated with Micah disrupting her class. But, there's always that tension there. Like, oh, why do you keep bringing this kid to my class? Or why don't you learn how to control him? I don't know what she's thinking. That's just what it feels like when I'm walking down the hallway with my little visitor sticker on, and people are like, oh, that's that one kid's mom. Even the students, even the children, the little 6 and 7-year-olds now know me. Oh, that's Micah's mom. Because I'm up here that much. And even if I'm not here for a while, I still am recognized when I come up as being Micah's mom. anyways, I guess I wanted to post this. I wanted to make this video because so many times I walk out of this school or I'm going through something with him, and I'm on the verge of my own meltdown. And honestly, one of the things that's really helped me to kind of understand what is or may not or whatever going on with my child is watching other people's videos, watching other parents who have taken videos of their child's meltdowns, who have gotten on the camera and they were explaining what happened or the signs that they look for. So even though, I'm still new at this, Micah is 7, so I've been dealing with these things pretty much his whole life, but it is not until recently that I've really stopped being in denial over the fact that my child is different and my child needs special attention. That, if I could just help, somebody else, if somebody else can watch my video of my bloodshot eyes and tears coming out of my face and think, oh, you know what, that's kind of like my situation, and just feel a little better, then okay, I'm willing to make videos. I'm willing to cry on camera if it'll just help somebody else that may be like me, who doesn't know what to do and feels by themselves or feels alone and just trying to navigate when everything that everyone else tells you to do doesn't work, and you have to really sit down and figure out for yourself and for your child, what's going on. But anyways, I do hope that my little tantrum, my little meltdown will help someone else to navigate their own life with their own child. Alright. Guess I'm gonna go home. Bye.